Hi everybody, it's Kayla from Kayla Crochet Love and welcome to episode 36. If you are new to my channel, welcome. It's nice to see you here. And if you are returning, of course, it's always lovely to see you here. Today is going to be probably pretty short. I really haven't done much. I'll kind of talk about that after. And I'm sitting upstairs today. And I have a horrible glare on my glasses because we have big windows right here. But since I didn't have a lot to show you, I didn't want to have to go into my craft room and set everything up, even though it looks a little nicer, but whatever, just going with the flow. So yeah, I only have one finished object to show you. And this was pretty much my main project for about a week or two. I think I started it shortly after I recorded my last episode. So I pretty much only worked on this. It was a nice kind of mindless thing. So I blocked it and everything. I haven't gotten a chance to even post it on my Instagram. I was hoping for it to be nice enough outside that my husband could take a picture of me outside, but it's been such weird weather. If you follow my Instagram story today, you will see me complaining about the snow. Because we had like a week or two where it was beautiful. My husband and I were going for walks every day. We were able to bring the dogs because we don't like bringing the dogs if it's wet because they're so small. If we bring them when they're wet, or when it's wet outside, they get full of sand. So, but then it just started snowing and it was like white out for a little bit here and now the sun's shining, so I don't understand what's going on. But anyways, I made a virus shawl. Let's see if I can back up a little. So this is what I worked on and I am all finished. It's pretty big. It's longer than my wingspan, which is nice. And I love this yarn so much. So I'll talk about the yarn in a second. So yeah, this is just a basic virus shawl. I pretty much followed a bunch of different tutorials and stuff. So if you're interested in making your own, if you type in virus shawl on YouTube, a bunch of tutorials come up. I know Fiber Spider has one. Bella Coco has one, and there's more. So, but it's actually really simple. It's 4-row repeat, 5-row repeat, something like that. Which it looks complicated, but it's really not. Once you get past the first little bit, it's pretty mindless. So, yeah, it turned out nice. And big, so I can comfortably wrap it around. I really like this shape of shawl. I'm not as crazy about like asymmetrical shawls just because I'm always fighting with them unless they're massive like my Just Feel Better shawl was. But I like this shape because they can easily wrap around my neck, and I love this one. I'm keeping this one for myself. So this is a yarn my husband bought me for my birthday last year, which was almost a year ago. And it's Estelle Rainbow Autumn. So this is the tag. The color just says 00. I guess you couldn't really see that, so that's just what it says for color. And it's 50% cotton and 50% wool, and there's 680 meters. So I'm not sure what that is in yards. I have a converter on my phone, but I don't have my phone with me. It's charging. I'm not sure on the weight. I want to say So I only had a little bit left. I had to do a little bit of color controlling with this one at the end. So it first started off really good, and then at the end, this gray and black here kind of ended in the middle, and then it switched to black. So I just went back and just did the rest in black, and then that's what I have left for black. So I think it's probably like a fingering weight, maybe a sport weight. Like a thicker fingering weight. It doesn't say on the label, I don't think. Just seeing if it says anything on the inside. So there's a knit pattern on the inside, but I didn't feel like knitting it. Anything with it. Doesn't say. Oh well, I think it's like a fingering weight yarn. But for fingering weight yarn, I guess because of the pattern, because it's pretty lacy, like, it worked up pretty fast. And I really thoroughly enjoyed working on it. I might make another one. I might try making one with some fingering weights that I have in my craft room that have just been sitting there for a long time and that deserve some love. But so yeah, I made this and I love it, so I'm gonna keep this one. Sorry, I'm on this computer chair and it almost feels like it's leaning forward, so it feels like I'm sliding off. But yeah, it's not the best chair, but whatever. I did finish something else I forgot about. I wrote it down, but I don't have it with me. I made a beverage mitt. My boss had asked me if I could make her some, so I did like a few prototypes. I followed a pattern, but I don't remember the pattern I was using. It was coming out way too big, like really big. So I tried to make it, I tried to tweak it and make it smaller, which I did, but it was still a little too big. So I have to play with it some more. And I left the mitt at my work because I thought she might take it, but she said it's a little big. So I left it there. If someone wants it, they can have it. But I just used scraps. I used Bernat Premium, and it was like a mauve color. I can't see this, like this color. There's a blanket on my chair. So that's the only other thing I finished. And I did have another prototype, but it's massive. Like, I work with a man he's a pretty big guy, and that it would be big on him, on his hands. So I have a couple things I've been working on, and these are mostly just things I've been playing around with. So I decided I wanted something again mindless, so I started another cabled ear warmer. Oops. So this is the cable ear warmer by Jenny Designs. Just trying to get you, the light's kind of bad. So it's just one cable that runs all the way through it. And it's really easy. If you've never done cables, I recommend this pattern. She has a video tutorial as well. I believe I'll link to the pattern down below, and I think it has a link on that to the YouTube tutorial. And it is a free pattern on her blog or on her website. So I started this one, and this yarn, oh, I forgot the label, but I think it's Red Heart Soft, maybe? And I don't know the name of the color, but it's just like this minty green. I didn't even think to grab the label. But I've had it sitting in my stash for a while, and I think I might make a bunch of these. And then at like Christmas times or like birthdays or whatever, depending when their birthday falls, I can give people these because they look really nice and they're really quite simple to make. And I think it's a good thing to use up like scraps, because it only takes like 175 yards, I think it said. 175 to 200 yards. So I've been working on that. So I'll probably finish that off today maybe. So, but I think I want to add buttons, because the other ones I made I didn't add buttons. So, and then this here is just something I was playing around with. I've had this in my stash for a while too. It's Red Heart Roll with its sparkle. This color is Crystal. And there's 561 yards. It's 97% acrylic and 3% other fibers, which I'm guessing is the sparkle. So it's really pretty. And the one night I didn't know what I wanted to work on. I've been in a bit of a funk. So I just kind of started crocheting. And this is what I have. I don't know what I'm going for. I don't know if it's going to be a shawl or what. But it just has some of those like leaning shells here. And then I just did some double crochet and chain spaces. So I don't know where I'm going with it. But it was fun. It looks really cool actually. This part does, the bottom part. I'm not sure about this, but it's fun and mindless at the same time. So, of course, I'm not using a pattern. I just found this stitch. I made a cowl with this stitch here, and then I just basted on that repeat. So, and that's all I have crochet wise. So, like I said, I've been in a bit of a funk past couple weeks with crochet. I'm hearing it a lot from people where they've kind of lost their crojo. I don't know if it's just everything going on. I know for me, a big part of it is when I come home from work, the most I work usually is a 5-hour shift, but when I come home lately, I am exhausted because there's so much more we have to do to be careful and take proper precautions at work that it's exhausting. People have been pretty nice. We've had a few people that have been really hard on us, but the nice people make up for that. So just please be nice to retail workers. Because it is hard to keep up with everything going on and the amount of stuff changing. But yeah, when I'm done work, I'm just exhausted, and then I've only been working 4 days a week right now too. So my days off, I really don't want to do anything. Like, my husband and I will go for walks, which I really enjoy, and we'll do things around the house, like do our chores and stuff. But when it comes to crocheting, I've just kind of been like, I don't even know what I'd want to work on for another project. I have no projects in mind that I want to make, so I've been trying to look at inspiration, but I don't know. So we'll see. But other than that, things aren't going too bad here. It's pretty quiet. It's nice living where we live because it's pretty quiet. Although I think everywhere's pretty quiet right now, but I'm missing my family, and I video chatted with my nephews the other day, so that was nice. They were crazy hyper, but it was nice to see, and they made me laugh, so that was good. But yeah, nothing else to share. Obviously, I don't have any acquisitions. I've been kind of looking online at stuff, but nothing I really want to purchase. So yeah, this is just a really short episode, but I hope everyone else is doing well. and I hope everyone is safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.